you trade actively even in what seems to be the most terrible conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Any trades that you hit the last couple of weeks that you would like to share? Anything that you were looking at in particular that caused you to dive right in while other people were like rage quitting social media and going back to their jobs at the McDonald's and 7-Elevens of the world?
Oh man, that's just Twitter shit, dude. You know how that works out there, man.
So annoying.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, man. What have I been actively trading anything? No, I've been leveraged, dude. Anytime the market gets as volatile, I'm putting money on the board, man, and I'm going with big X's. So yeah, dude. I mean, I did very, very well on Solana. Did well on I did. All of my shorts came in. I mean, it's not that hard, dude. When the market kind of tanks out like that, dude, it goes fast. It goes wicked, wicked fast. So yeah, no, it's not bad if you got some cash in hand. It's really not a bad deal at all. I bought $100 worth of Kajira because as a token, I've been talking about it a lot over on my show. So I have skin in the game, so I'm allowed to do it now. It's morally acceptable for me to talk about it because I hold the token. But nah, man, it's leverage. That's all I've been doing. Anytime the market gets this kind of volatile, I'm set up in my longs. I like what I like. I like my cash. I like my jackal. I like my kudos.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
I
all
like
of those.
a cash came down to what I would consider more reasonable market cap. Where do you like it?
Where do I? Price wise,
like entry wise or market cap wise? Like obviously, I think $1 billion is stretching it, but
I
come
haven't
down
even
almost half that.
I haven't even looked at it. I don't even know where the hell it is right now. That's when I'm in, dude. I'm in. If it's a long, the price is irrelevant. It really doesn't matter to me. $2.31 market cap of 571 million. I want to say with the revenue that they're earning, I think it's still a little bit overbought, but I mean, it's once you break that threshold, once you're you crack that top 100, as long as you're not a really, really shifty one, they tend to have decent visibility on them. So I'd be comfortable with the cash damn near anywhere around here, like this. But it's really, it comes down to what are you trying to get out of it? I mean, if you're just buying a token so that you can pump it, hope it pumps up and then you sell it for a little bit more, you really don't. There's so many, other ways of doing this as opposed to simply going up there and buying, these tokens. Like I said, I'm a big fan of perp dexes, and the funny part is that, dude, you don't have to take leverage. You can simply buy it, collateralize it with USDC, let it go up a little bit if you think it will, and then just close out your position like that. You don't have to, start getting into the bowels of some of these. Like, how do I buy this? How do I trade it? How do I do any of these things? I'm a big fan of self custody, and you don't really get it, but my collateral is still self custody on damn near all of these platforms. So, yeah, when it gets nuts like this, dude, I'm over there. I mean, I'm just cash position, I'm cash collateral, and am trading tokens. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. You got to get it, man. Look, dude, I am long and short on a lot of things, and I have to collateralize. I want to do a short on a cash, and I don't want to have to buy a whole bunch of tokens to collateralize something that I'm shorting. Because even though I'm making money on the perp, I'm losing money on the assets that I'm holding on to. So I have a tendency to just look for the USDC ones because then all emotion is removed from it. Then it's PvP. I'm fighting against
USDC. You mean you're using that as your collateral for the leverage trade?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah. Otherwise, man, yeah, you don't want to miss a trade just because your collateral moved unexpectedly in relation to what you're shorting or longing. I guess it makes sense.
Well, I mean, if you're shorting it and you're up 140% on the short trade, all of the collateral that you're holding just devalued to hell and gone.
That's right.
So what are we doing here? What's the point, man? It's it's like just revving up the engine in neutral. You're not going anywhere, man. It makes a lot of noise, but you're not going anywhere.
That might be why ETH has been super volatile. A lot of people do use ETH as collateral for leverage trades on chain. I used DEMEX a couple of times this week, basically broke even, and now I have an open short where I was shorting Atom 10x. I closed it and then took the profits and I shorted it again 20x, and I just have it open right now. I think
Yeah, just compounding. That's what I do. The same thing when I'm
if I
running
get
hot.
liquidated, I get liquidated at $5. But I don't think Atom. I mean, in the past, Atom has in very short windows done opposite what the market has done. But I don't know if that's just normal crypto stuff or if there's just something weird about Atom because it doesn't have apps on it. So there's no other tokens on chain to drag it down. But I'm pretty sure that um, we saw a violent sell off over a couple days, but
Yep.
then we saw a couple of meme tokens and Solana bounce back heavy. But other things will bounce back slower, most likely, and there still could be another selling event, right? So I'm not that worried. I had nothing open when this happened, but like I said in the beginning, I did plan like a week and a half ago to sell Solana, to sell this AI token that I had. It would have freed up about 4% of my portfolio into stablecoins, and I would be loving the events of the last 5 days because I would have had limit orders set, and I probably would have bought some more Bitcoin when it was like in the low 50s. But I think we'll have another. I was listening to some spaces with some traders, and the consensus in the spaces that I listen to is that Bitcoin's going to test 50K again, maybe
Probably.
49. So that means everything else is going to probably come close to or even go below its most recent low. I just have to get my stable coins where I need them. On chain, the only platform, ironically, where I would set limit orders would be Kujira. But I'm not going to do
Good luck
that
with
now
that,
because I root for them no matter what, but I'm going to wait. I think we're going to need like a couple weeks to see what happens. And I have been talking to the founder of Kujira or co-founder Dove in DMs. I have some inside info about what's been going on and like what it's going to look like when it's over, but he doesn't want anything to kind of mess up the negotiations, which I think favor Kujira heavily with Thorchain. And Lavana, very smart to get in on that action as well. I don't know what you think about that. I know you use Lavana quite a bit.
Yeah, I like Lavana. I like some of their pools. I like the any of that's USDC collateralized. Those are the pools that I'm going to swim in. Anything that I have to hold the tokens on, likely not. Again, I don't want to buy a token and then short it. It makes no sense to me. But
Right.
here we are. Is it good visibility for them over on Thorchain? Sure it is, man. Deep liquidity over there. Lots of other good stuff. Like, man, they're an app, dude. They're a casino, and casinos want to expand. You want to be in all of these different locations, so there's really no downside for them. I know that there's some jackoffs that are having to go at Lavana right now. You're trying to take our, they're like, you're trying to change the narrative. I was like, dude, are you getting fucking married? Is that what you're worried about? Are you the bride and you're worried about getting upstaged at your wedding? Shit'll work out, dude. All right, there's tons and tons and tons of different places to do all of these things. So I mean, if your only chance to be successful is to be the only thing, then I don't know, man. I'd maybe reevaluate your holdings. Where it is right
for
now.
Sure. I think when the market sells off like this, you saw like all the crybabies on Twitter. I'm never ruined. Oh, now I can't whatever buy this.
Yeah.
Dummy. This is the time to look at the portfolio because I think if you could say you get like more of a refresh mentally. You're like, all right, maybe I don't love this token as much as I really did. Let me look at why I have it in the first place. And then I might have to cut losses, or even though I might be selling the low on something, if I'm putting it into something else that rebounds harder and faster, you're not selling the low. You're just repositioning at a time where you might have better clarity due to some of the emotions being taken out of it when you get those sobering red candles when you wake up one day.
And that's pretty typical for most traders. That's why so many people really actually the thing that smokes them is their inability to sell. They just cannot look at it, market sentiment, everything that's going on in the world, and say maybe this is a good time to get out. People just cannot do it. You got that whole crypto cult mentality, the whole diamond hands thing. I'll never ever sell.
I didn't sell the last bear market. but I also didn't buy anything, so that was my mistake. I just didn't log into my Coinbase account for almost 2 years.
Every quantum leap, I'm finding myself trapped inside of people. Differences underneath the fundamental side of ego. Truly not that equal. That's why they say don't meet your heroes. We are part of this evil, so pardon all my amigos.